What's good, everybody? It's FRESH2020. It's the VlogKAST Daily. It's Friday, August 21. Freestyle at the beginning just for fun. Or therapeutics, if you don't know what that means, and you're probably just not used to it. Had to get some fluid in my mouth because my throat was kind of dry. Why ask why when you really don't even know who, what, when? It's another question. Again, the 3 R's: reading, writing, rent. Ah! Shout out to that homie that said that, and I forgot their name. Oh, I remember. Shout out to you, homie. That was so fucking clever. I've been thinking about arithmetic, compound interest, and all that shit. Airplane mode, bro. Don't want to interrupt my flow. I heard a hoe will be a hoe. You trying to turn a housewife, but you gonna end up on BET, one of them reality shows, and you know how that goes. Red Table Talk, Cat Williams, Tekashi 9 Hair, and all that. The fuck is going on? What the fuck is going on? You got a fear to face? Yesterday I asked you to think of one. Disgrace. All right. That feel like a natural place to stop. Ooh. So, man, what a week. I know I posted some. I think I got 3 in a tuck. I ain't posted yet. So y'all, I got to post them in order. You know what I'm saying? So you can get the context. One builds upon the other, just like a prerequisite. You dig? Excuse me. I'm realizing I keep forgetting to mention my sponsor, and they're not happy. They wouldn't even send me a new hat. That's how unhappy they were, because I keep forgetting to mention. This stuff works for me. It works for the people that have tried it that I know. It is a CBD product. It is, as far as I know, according to the 2020 industrialized hemp farm bill, I believe, in all 50 states. This is not psychoactive. This is not a THC product. This is a CBD, cannabidiol. We're going to go deep into that one day. But Cannatonic, awesome company, friend of the show, sponsor of the show. And if you go to cannatonic.co, I'll put the link, I always forget, I'll put the link in the description. But you use the code FRESH2020, the name of the show. Use the code FRESH2020 for instant savings. I think it's 10%, might be 15%, I don't remember. But you can also use the free shipping code. Amazing stuff. They got stuff for people, for pets, and for whatever else you might identify for. You know, it's West Coast, baby. California love. So I'm talking to my West Coast people, right? Washington, Oregon, Cali. I don't know who you be. I don't know what your identity be, but you might need some CBD. Cannatonic.co, code FRESH2020. That's the discount code, baby. And I get a taste. Am I supposed to say that? Yeah. If you order using my code FRESH2020, I get a little taste. You can help support your boy, because I'm about to do big things. You may not notice. But I'm quite an accomplished podcaster and broadcaster, and I charge big dollars to consult. So where's your podcast? Where's my podcast? Mind your business. First of all, mind your business. I have a Morgan Freelance podcast that's on iTunes still. I haven't posted any new episodes a couple of years, but some of them is very, very evergreen. Some of that content just keeps going. But I've gotten a lot better since then. So I will be launching revamping and relaunching my podcast. And it's going to be something like this, me talking my mess, right? And then it's going to be me interviewing awesome people. I already got guests lined up. I already got interviews in the tuck. Okay? interviewing artists, entrepreneurs, weird people that live, what's the word? People that live not off the grid, off the beaten path, right? So unfortunately, I'm sorry for all of my future guest hopefuls. And of course there's exceptions. But if you work a regular W-2 job and you have a boss and you have what I would consider to be a non-adventurous vocation, then that's not the type of people that I'm reaching out to, right? Y'all know I mess with Young Pharaoh heavy. I would love to get that brother on my channel and interview him. Influencers that are smart, that know things, that think differently. Okay, I'm trying to fight this DISC, the DISC. Shout out to Eric Weinstein. Distributed Information Suppression Complex. Distributed Information Suppression Complex. I think I got that right. Meaning, information that needs to be distributed and disseminated, unfortunately, is being suppressed by a complex organization of mainstream media and their allegiances, social media and their funky algorithms and their allegiances. It's a mess, okay? So it's our job to get the good information to each other. Can you dig it? Can you dig it? And oh my gosh, I appreciate everyone that watches my vlog. I appreciate you. I heard from, I believe this was from Jordan Harbinger of the Jordan Harbinger Show. Previously, The Art of Trump. We're not going to talk about that. Jordan's a good dude. He said something to me. I consulted him with regard to my podcast. And he said something that stuck with me. He said, every minute of time that somebody listens to my show, I better earn it. I'm not wasting any of your time. And I was like, wow, what an amazing standard. And he's been like that since day one. I think he's been in the game like 15 years, podcasting. But great content, great value, incredible show notes. I sort of strayed from the Apple iTunes. That used to be my main place to get, podcasts in my ear holes. But ever since I got YouTube Premium and Spotify Premium, that's mostly what I mess with. So yeah. Anyway, yeah, that's kind of one of my fears, low key. It is Face Your Fear Friday, as I said. And come on now. Let me get a little backstory about my podcast, right? I don't feel very good about telling you this because I'm not proud of it, but we're all about honesty. I'm facing my fear, amen. So I had my first podcast. What was it? What was it called? I don't know, but it was hosted on the free platform of Blogger, a free Google thing. I don't even know how I did it. And funny story, I had a little 6-channel mixer. I had mics. I was interviewing mostly comics and artists at the time. And I'm sitting there listening to levels and saying, all right, sound good. And then edit it, spit it out, and the first person that heard it was like, "You don't have mics?" I said, "What do you mean? I got mics. I got 6 mics. What are you talking about?" And he was like, "Your computer recorded this with the microphone, the little shitty microphone in the computer." And I was like, "Come again?" He's like, "Did you change the input?" And I was like, "How'd you do that?" Mind you, this is back in 2009 or 10. So like my first 6 or 7 episodes, it just sounds like it sounds terrible. But you live and you learn, right? You gotta learn by doing. Well, I do. I gotta learn by doing, right? And I learned a lot. Okay, had a nice little studio. I moved. got married. But anyway, I lost my studio space. And I made all the excuses in the world of why I couldn't do it. Finally, I cranked it back up. Morgan Freelance podcast that you could find on iTunes. I'll put that link. But it's old. I mean, I'm really not, unless you see a subject that you really want to, I'm saying, whatever. And then last year, 2019, for my birthday, I was going to relaunch for the third time's a charm, the Fresh podcast. That domain was expensive. I better frickin' use that. I better frickin' use that. So that's under construction. That's under development. And I wasn't sure if I should make my vlog separate from a podcast. I wasn't sure. And for the podcast, I was like, I am such a good interviewer that people are going to want to come be with me in IRL, in real life. It's pre-COVID, mind you. And I said, the magic is all in the vibe, right? Got to be when two or more are gathered, amen. And then scheduling became difficult, right? To meet up, and oh man, it was so hard. And then my good friend was having success doing his interviews digitally. And I was like, man, I got to figure out how to do this. And I did. I didn't like it, but I figured it out, and I was like, it's possible. Blah, blah, blah. Some things happened. Had another baby. Had to move again. Lost my studio again. It was a lot. So it was on hold indefinitely, and I was bitter about it, and I was making excuses, and I was just mad. I was big mad. Like, this is what I want to do. Okay? And then I got some advice. And the advice was this. Do your interviews digitally, but to keep the momentum going, do a solo show. Just talk to the people. You don't need a guest. And I said, I can't do that. I can't rant. I have 15, 20. Wrong. I've probably done 150 of these vlogs, and it is so hard to get them under a half hour. I mean, I just talk and talk and talk. And apparently, I mean, high single digit viewers. I mean, I'm on to something. Amen. Yeah. So that's what's happening. Okay? That's what's going on. That's what's going on. So if you want to talk to me, if you think that some of the things that I be saying is off base, and you want, if you still feel raw about it, you come find me. We can talk. We can chop it up. You dig? So, it's a long intro, some housekeeping, if you will. So back to this Face Your Fear Friday business. So I like to source some of my topics from my friends, my circle, etc. Okay. What is your love language? Do you know? Have you heard the term? There's a book called The 5 Love Languages, and I hear great things. I think I've attempted to read it once before. I lost interest, and I didn't finish it. I also didn't have vested interest in the content at the time. As of late, I have rediscovered the need to revisit that and understand it. Got the audiobook. That's how I consume content. And they posed a question. Okay, this is for all my monogamous, my married, my whatever. If you're not single, this is for you. They posed a question. I forget what chapter. And it said, fill in the blank. Okay? There would be less divorce if blank. So I paused it and I thought about it. When I had some snarky answers, as I do. Took a breath, humbled myself, thought about it, and my answer is there would be less divorce if more people would put their spouse's needs before their own. Final answer. So, with that being said, family, I encourage you to pick up that book or the audio book. Listen to it, re-listen to it, listen to it with your significant other, or don't. I don't give a fuck. It's your life. But everything is everything. Everything is connected. So if the people in my life and my circle have a solid foundation and their relationship is solid, and their children are getting the example of what a relationship should be, those are healthy children that I want around my children. So you see how it all works together? See how it all holistically, concentric circles of sucker-free solutions? Can you dig it? I'm so glad you can. All right? And a lot of us are scared to admit when we're wrong. We're scared to be vulnerable. So stop it. Be the truth. Shout out to Patrice O'Neill. Okay? How many push-ups can you do in a week, in a day, in an hour, in a sitting? You may know, you may not. If you're not currently involved in a fitness regimen, then you probably don't know the answer to that. And you might be scared to find out. Find out. Okay? Because I was rather embarrassed a couple months ago, a few weeks ago, and someone asked me that question, and I was embarrassed because the number was less than 20. I found out the hard way, and I believe it is on camera as well. I'd rather not show you, but now 20 push-ups is nothing. 40 push-ups is nothing. Next thing I'm gonna conquer is the pull-ups. You dig it? Okay? And I remember, I've always been skinny, right? I've never been able to gain weight, even with protein powder and exercise regimens and you know, all these things. I'm just never able to do it. Metabolism too fast, body doesn't want to gain weight, whatever. I'm comfortable with it. But that's no excuse to stay up on your strength, your fitness, get your heart rate up, right? You still got to do these things, even if you're not trying to bulk up, right? For me, flexibility, back strength, core strength, upper body strength, all these things are very important, right? Because when it comes down to it, as a man, I've got to be ready, right? I'm pushing 40, bruh. I'm pushing 40. I can't be like, oh, I got it. Oh, my back. Oh, my neck, my back. Oh, and having these old little punk ass injuries. You know, oh, I sneezed and my back went out. I can't do that. I don't have time for that. So strengthen yourself. And even if it's just, if you're going to do 5 today, cool. Do 6 tomorrow. Cool. Do 7 the day after that. You feel me? And if you're trying to join a gym, well, California, you can't go to the gym. What am I thinking? Well, unless you're protesting, then maybe you can. Nunu, can you go to the gym if you're protesting? Is that cool? No, I'm not going to wear a mask. You can kiss my ass. Anyway, rhetorical question. But yeah, work on that. And I found it was difficult when I was younger and even more skinny, that I would go in the gym and like have to start from scratch, right? Like, what you doing with them 25 weights? Oh, you're just gonna bench press the bar, that's it? And then, you know, you fear, you embarrass. So you wanna be ripped before you go to the gym or whatever. No, it doesn't work that way. You gotta start somewhere. Start. You feel me? I'm talking to us. I'm talking to me. I'm talking to you. I'm talking to us. You dig? What was the other thing? What? Another question for you. What are you willing to sacrifice? And I want you to think about this later. What are you willing to sacrifice for the betterment of your family? And take that how you need to take it. Whether that's your nuclear family, whether that's your extended family, whether that's your close-knit group of friends that you have adopted as your family, whatever that is. What are you willing to sacrifice for their betterment? Is it time? Is it money? Is it physical labor? What is it? You got to give. You got to continually give. I was talking to a client of mine today. Shout out to her. Incredible woman. She said that, we was talking about the virus. We was talking about immune system. And this is a doctor, by the way. This is a medical doctor telling me this. She said, she listed all the things that are good for your immune system, the things that we know about: vitamin C, vitamin D, zinc, different things. It's not a comprehensive, mind you, just a couple of examples, right? And then she said something that shocked me in a good way. She said, performing an act of kindness can actually boost your immune system. What? But how? You mean like feeding the homeless, or like helping somebody without them asking, or donating someone, or helping somebody that you see in public that's just clearly needs help, right? So not only does that, so it gives you, a rush of positivity. I'm paraphrasing, right? Endorphins, your brain chemistry actually changes when you do something like that. The person doing the act, the kindness, the person receiving the kindness, and also anyone witnessing the kindness, they experience a boost, and it strengthens your immune system. Isn't that something? I almost want to throw up. I'm almost disgusted thinking about how this played out, specifically on the West Coast, but just across the country with the protests and the rioting. I mean, here we are, August 21st, right? We're going on what? 2 months at least straight riots, right? I would not consider those to be acts of kindness, right? I'm not trying to get allegorical, metaphorical. I'm talking about in the moment. Is that a stressful activity? Is your body producing cortisol that makes you feel bad, that makes you, the fight or flight, you're tense? That's lowering your immune system, right? Even being scared, even having fear, I would say can have a negative effect on your immune system. So something else to think about. Something else to challenge yourself with. Random acts of kindness. We need to bring those back. We need to bring that back, okay? Tomorrow's Small Business Saturday. You already know what to do, right? You should have a rotating list of small businesses that you support. If you want to go above and beyond, do one every day, okay? But Small Business Saturday sounds cool. It's a hashtag. It's going to be on a shirt. Just wait till I get my shirts on here. Wait till I get my shirts on here. Oh, wait! It's going to be a good day. Singing along. I think that's it. We talked about investing yesterday. We talked about that. I hope you got your free stocks from Robinhood. If you use the link, that'd be awesome. And remember, I get something, you get something. It's a mutually beneficial arrangement. See if I can go ahead and finish the rest of this beat off. This is Lethal Needle. That's the producer. Oh, this beat was sold already. MF Doom type beat. It's called Coldest. I like that. Yeah. Coldest, the boldest. The aroma, it feels like a bunch of locusts descended down, the hocus pocus. It's magic. It's David Blaine under ice trying to maintain. Bury him alive. I bet he was scared of that, no time to die. Jump out a plane 500 times just to know that he could land a hot air balloon. No, not air, make the hydrogen or helium. I can't see the C from signing she to, I lost it, I found it. I drop it on the ground and I pick it back up. Profound, wow. I wish I had a drive-through ATM to deposit all my knowledge. You ever go to the bank, like, hey, I would like to deposit such and such. Sorry, sir, the account is full. You can open up another one to go down the street to another institution. I'm fooling. That never happened to me, but you can manifest that shit. Your destiny, east to west. indigenous land and where we stand. And you could be fragile or guilty, but you probably shouldn't be shifty in your eyes. You could be excited, but you never be surprised. Glide like Clyde, Drexler, Wexler, Alana, Broad City. Heard New York is gonna die. What a pity. Ooh-wee! About to go home and see my babies. It's a beautiful day, man. I was so productive. Oh my gosh, I got so much done. Feels good. And what do I always say at the end? Give your body, give your mind, give your spirit, give your family, give your community the things it needs to fight the disease. Freestyle Fresh out. Love y'all.